Hello to the young men and women and the not so young men and women of the British and American and French armed forces. As you're all very aware, all your military leaders have given you instructions to prepare for another international war of aggression, which is the ultimate international crime. It's the ultimate crime because in unwarranted attacks upon sovereign people, we have thousands of innocent people that always die. I know you've all been well trained to follow orders. You are stuck at the bottom of a chain of command, and there will be now special forces entering Syria from Britain and America, maybe even Israel. And we will have Typhoon pilots, F-16 pilots, F-22 pilots, B-52 bomber pilots, and also all the operatives on the US and British navies on those ships who will be firing gigantic cruise missiles into areas for precision bombing. I know a lot of you are parents, you are fathers and mothers, and when you get back from your barracks, from your naval shipyard, you go back and you hug your children and you tell them that yes, me, I'm daddy, I'm doing a good thing for the world. I'm helping save the world from fanatics. I'm helping to topple dictators. My aggression is righteous. And this is what you tell yourself and you tell your children. As we've seen in the last decade, the Nobel Prize winner, well, in the last few years even, the Nobel Prize winner has launched massive drone strikes on Yemen, Pakistan, Libya, Sudan, not to mention the disastrous invasion of Iraq based on a lie for which no one in the British or American administration has been punished for the ultimate crime, a crime for which hundreds of German officers, Nazi officers in World War II were hung at the Nuremberg trials, and some people say rightly so. The great error here with Syria is that there is no way of knowing who the good guys are. In fact, when you collapse your own partisanship, when you start thinking like an adult, you know that you don't get involved in the irrational and insane battles of other men. As Machiavelli said in The Prince, if you don't mess with a man's honor or his property, he will probably leave you alone. So for all those naval officers and US and British Air Force pilots who in the next few days are going to drop large bombs on the Assad regime, just know that it's unavoidable that many of the bombs you drop will maim and kill little children, just like your own. And as a father, I know I couldn't have that on my conscience, which is why I'm not in the military, which is why I don't take orders from insane men and women in the statist organizations of the British, American, Israeli or French governments. What you're about to do with your following of orders is you're going to walk into a bar fight where you don't know anyone. There's Group A fighting Group B, smashing chairs over their heads, smashing bottles, some people getting badly injured, some people dying. And what this third party, which is you, are going to do, you're going to storm through those doors into the saloon, into the bar, and you're going to start killing and bombing one side of that fight of irrationality. To all the people in the military, you know the lies that led to 1 million dead civilians in Iraq. There's over 500,000 children who have been orphaned as well, not to mention the ones killed in Iraq and Afghanistan and Yemen and Pakistan. And let's just be serious here, you know, you cannot, the ends never justify the means. There is just this moment right now. There is now. There is the ever-expanding present moment. And to kill children for a future conclusion that may never come. There are always unforeseen circumstances. To kill children, whether on purpose or by accident, well, we know it's on purpose. If you weren't obeying your orders from the hierarchy, if you weren't flying those expensive jets over Syria, you would not be killing children. And I don't care for the Assad regime. It's another bloodline, another mafia. All states are mafias. But when you finish your sortie, your mission over Syria, over Damascus, or wherever, and you see the news, when you're sat there with your wife and kids, watching the news of the collateral damage of dead babies, dead children, dead little boys and little girls, crying mothers, crying fathers, you'll know, deep down in your conscience, that you gave up your humanity and followed orders for the interests of pipelines, of major banks, and of power-hungry politicians who are desperate to be relevant and to be seen as anything other than the ballless, soulless idiots and power-hungry maniacs that they are. It's just so sad that history repeats again and again.